valuation you felt for your own life.
Yeah.
So every one of those, the manifestation, which says the original program that you got during this abuse is running.
Yeah, that's clear, Doctor. How does she stop it?
Well, there's a way of doing it. It's through energy psychology. There's a link on my website to a process called Psych-K. That's one of the number of them. So basically what it is a process where you identify the belief. You don't have to go back and experience it. You just have to say, what is keeping me from going forward? And then you check your system to see, does it offer you a belief that you can get out of this or not? I mean, you have to find what's your belief. We already know where yours is in this point. It's still at this other level, this destructive belief. So then, in the energy psychology process, like part of the Psych-K, you get into a brain balance state, which is it's a physical posture. It's a part of brain gym NLP stuff. When you get into that, you get a balance of your right and left hemispheres. And because on our day-to-day lives, we're either in our right or our left. It sort of goes back and forth during the day.
But I'm not clear on this, how this is achieved. Is it a process of, are you talking about a process of meditation of some kind?
No, this can occur in about a 5-minute process.
A 5-minute process?
Yes. You identify the belief you want to change. You get into the whole brain position, which encourages both hemispheres to be synchronized. That opens up what is called an opportunity like super learning. That is what the characteristic of super learning. You get both hemispheres operating at the same time, and then you put in a positive statement while you're in the super learning state.
Okay.
And you can actually hear noise in your head because your entire experiential database is like conflicting, saying this statement you're making, it doesn't conform to what we say. And at some point, within a few minutes of repeating the statement while in a whole brain posture super learning state, you actually rewrite these files, and they're eliminated because there's a point where you can actually feel the statement you're putting in has zero resistance. It's a physiological feeling. You can feel it. And at that moment, what you've done in a super learning state is take thousands of files of experience and rewrite the perception.
And so you've rewritten your own program.
You've rewritten your program, and it's not doing it through talking to the subconscious. It has nothing to do with that. In a sense, you first have to get into the brain balance state. That's like pushing a record button. And because when we learn our experiences, those early ones especially, we are in a brain balance state. So every experience has both like a logical component and an emotional component. If you then get older, and after you get out of that childhood age, you don't really stay in a brain balanced state. You're either in the emotional side or the logic side. Well, here's the point. Try to adjust, if you're in the logic side of your brain and you're trying to change a program, you haven't dealt with the emotional side of it because that's not operating now. And vice versa. If you're in the emotional side, then the logical things, what happen, don't make sense. And so, and the issue is brain balance opens up a window which leads to a status that's similar to super learning, and you actually can download a belief that will rewrite a database, and it usually takes about 5 minutes for each particular belief statement that you need to correct about the value of your life and who you really are, the divinity within you, which has been beaten out of you in that sense.
That's amazing. All right.